Coming up this morning on Action News, new details in the case of a wrong-way driver that crashed into a car head-on, killing a mother and her 2 children. He's facing 3 counts of vehicular homicide, and court documents suggest he was under the influence at the time of the crash. We'll share the latest. Plus, new details in the criminal case against Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis. Ellensburg prosecutors are recommending 3 charges, all gross misdemeanors, which could be punishable with a year in jail for each charge. We'll also have an update on the recall effort against him. And we'll introduce you to the other first baby of the year, this time at Trios Health in Kennewick. It was another late-in-the-day birth. We'll have those details on that story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, I got to say, generally a pretty dreary week we had to start the new year. As we work our way into the weekend, are we expecting any changes, even any bits of sunshine?
Well, I will say that this weekend is going to be drier than we have seen, but we are still going to be holding on to shower chances this weekend. Let's get through today first. It's a very active weather day coming our way. We're already seeing rain and snow around the forecast area as we do begin this Friday, and we are going to continue to see rain and snow concerns continue through the duration of the day. In the Tri-Cities, you can certainly see those low-hanging clouds as you are going to work this morning. You may notice that precipitation falling around the forecast area, and in the case of the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, we might actually see some snowflakes as we are beginning this Friday, making for some roadways that are pretty slippery. Not worried about snow in the Tri-Cities, though. It's 38 degrees right now with those rain concerns. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. We are going to see those rain and snow concerns continue throughout the duration of this Friday like we are seeing right now. Showers are going to remain in place at least at times this weekend. It's not going to be a terribly damp weekend, but there will be some shower opportunities. And then drier weather does filter in for next week. We will break down your full extended forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Franklin County. We're continuing our coverage of the Yakima man accused of killing a mother and her 2 children in a wrong-way crash in Franklin County last week. Washington State Patrol troopers say the 37-year-old man was driving eastbound in the westbound lanes of Interstate 182 in Pasco when he struck a car driven by 42-year-old Rodrigo Torres Gonzalez, killing his wife, 39-year-old Guadalupe Vergara Gonzalez, and their 2 sons, ages 6 and 22 months. The 37-year-old was arrested and appeared in Franklin County Superior Court on Monday.
Based on the incident, the court is quite concerned with the conduct of Mr. Schwartz and does feel that a substantial bail amount does need to be imposed for the safety of the community, since this did involve the death of 3 individuals.
The 37-year-old's bail was set at $250,000 after he was arrested for 3 counts of vehicular homicide and 1 count of vehicular assault. Newly released court documents say troopers observed an odor of intoxicants on his breath, slurred speech, and bloodshot eyes. It's also revealed that he admitted to consuming alcohol 2 hours before the crash and that troopers found an edible THC wrapper on the floorboard of his car. Troopers are still waiting on test results from a blood draw to determine exactly what he was under the influence of. Family members have set up a GoFundMe to help with funeral costs and to help the surviving husband and father. To learn more or to donate, head over to our website, KEPRTV.com. A Mattawa man is accused of fleeing the scene of a crash this week on Highway 243. Troopers with the Washington State Patrol tell us the wreck happened just before 12:30 a.m. on Monday. They say a driver in a 2015 Chevy Traverse tried to make a left turn off the highway when the vehicle hit a utility pole. The SUV and the utility pole then caught fire, and the driver fled the scene in another vehicle. The driver was later identified, and authorities say he is facing charges of hit and run and driving with a suspended license. Police say they received 2 different reports regarding a stabbing incident in Yakima shortly after the turn of the new year. They tell us 2 couples were at an apartment in Yakima to ring in the new year when 2 men started fighting after one accused the other of sleeping with his girlfriend. Court documents say the fight escalated when one man took out a knife and stabbed the other. The suspect and his girlfriend left, with both couples calling 911. He is charged with assault in the 1st degree. And there are a few updates regarding Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis. The first is that 3 recommended charges have came down from his criminal case, which is being handled by the Ellensburg prosecutor's office. There are 3 gross misdemeanor charges, which are official misconduct, tampering with evidence, and making false or misleading statements to law enforcement officials. Those are still being filed, and we'll update you as we learn more about those. But the other update is the ballot synopsis of a recall charge that's also been filed by the Yakima County Prosecutor's Office to the county clerk. It runs through the 6 actions mentioned in the recall petition, and at the end it asks the question, quote, should James A. Curtis be recalled from office based on these charges? You can find the full ballot synopsis along with other official documents related to the recall up on our website, KIMATV.com. Sticking in Yakima County this morning, the courthouse is expected to see upgrades this year. The upgrades are expected to take place in phases throughout 2025 and 2026. Officials say courtrooms 2 and 4 will have ADA compliance measures put in, and they also plan to remove the jury boxes in courtrooms 1 and 5 to allow for more space and to make them more serviceable.
I think it's going to make the courts more accessible to the public. That's the goal behind this, is to make it so that it's more welcoming, more inviting, more open for individuals when they come in, either on jury service or just attending court, if they have a court date that they need to come and access the courts.
Changes will also be made to include a new defendant holding area where they can have private meetings with their attorneys, among other things. We're told the upgrades will begin with courtroom 6 and the surrounding office chambers, which could take about 15 weeks. And yesterday, we showed you the first Tri-Cities baby born in Kennewick in 2025, and now the first newborn of the year at Trios Health in Kennewick. Say hello to baby Cillian, born to Kaylin and Richard on New Year's Day at about 1:15 in the afternoon. Little Cillian weighs in at 6 pounds, 13 ounces and measures 20.5 inches. The happy couple thanked everyone at Trios Health, especially nurses Carly and Rachel. With that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk the weather today, because it doesn't seem like much has changed over the last few days. We've been really lingering with a lot of that moisture coming down, and even over in Yakima, that snow still kicking around too, right?
Sure, some snowflakes flying this morning in Yakima. I would say the greater concern is in the Kittitas Valley, where we have seen that accumulating snow on area roadways, but precipitation concerns just in general are sticking around, and it is going to be a pretty soggy Friday around the forecast area. Everybody's seen some sort of precipitation today, whether that be with snowfall this morning, maybe some rain and snow this afternoon, and rainfall for everyone by later this afternoon. Now, what I will say is that as we go into the weekend, conditions will generally be drier, but there will be some opportunities for showers. We will discuss those chances coming up.